dámele, dámelo, tócamele, toca, tócamele, dámelo, dámelo, dame.
We're live. It's just like all right. You wanted the orange one, right?
Yes, this is my favorite color. I'm gonna put my phone on.
No, go ahead. You can share it first real quick if you want to. Outside here. Whatever you want. Shoot. You can check it out. See how the
I'm definitely for my own.
Check your phone. That's your task. That's the task I need from you.
As soon as it hit my phone.
As soon as it hit your
So this interview.
Let me share Let me share the interview. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. This one's taking a little bit more because I know this is going to be a really, really good one.
It's gonna be fun, always. Let me go to my little Facebook. Yes.
And our DJ will be here in about 30 minutes as well. Yeah, you can hit it.
My cigars in here.
Oh,
Come on.
Not Black
Look,
and
I'm
Miles,
looking
right?
at my. Hold on,
I mean,
I
I do when
gotta.
I
I'm
go
looking at
to
myself. I gotta fill my little car. Hold on.
Everybody do that.
Isn't there a cigar bar somewhere around Grand Rapids? Aren't those the coolest lights ever?
They are, but they're not resonating with my height.
No, I'm done. They are kind of.
There's actually one down the street on Fulton called Bow, and it's a place we're gonna start having our meetings when we start them.
I like that.
Place I really like. I enjoy cigars, and I enjoy like that fancy smell. I met pilots there, all type of like prestigious people.
Well,
So-
maybe you guys could set up a real official business meeting and go to the cigar bar.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want-
it's
I
gonna
just-
be my place to eat. And if it's up to me to pick, that's always gonna be my place.
I can't wait to chat. I will feel like real exclusive.
$20 cocktails.
Okay.
Shoot, Boss Man got to cover me this time. Well, here we are at the Caribbean Bite again. You didn't try any food, did you?
No, I did. I ate a taco. It was actually, it was one thing I bit. I looked straight at my friend like bitch wet. Like, whoa, hold on.
We cover the artists, business owners and stuff, but again, the food here is good.
Nah,
so
food
that's
grease,
the
I ain't
first
gonna perp.
part. Is it good? Why don't you tell the camera that?
Nah,
it's good?
the food grease for sure. I ain't gonna perp. Come here, E.
Look who I haven't
One
seen
of
in
my best
forever.
friends.
What you got over here?
Yeah, man. Like that. The Dominican doing it right.
I know that's right.
I love it.
All right, well, let's get this started. Honestly, I feel like I don't have to ask too many questions because I was just ready to hear what you have to say. Everybody who's anybody already knows that you do music and they know how it resonates, and they also know that your character is nothing but love, no matter what. Like, I mean, it's no other way to put it, TBH. So I am thrilled to hear everything that you have planned for this year, the next month, musically, the HaiCuu experience. What can we look forward to from the Cuu Josama?
Well, the first thing I want to do is say thank you. I always like giving gratitude in these moments like this. I want to say thank you, one, to you. A lot of people, it's been a few things where it's like, I like sitting down and talking to people and stuff like that. It's only so many people I sat down with. Like, example, one of my favorite people, one of the best comedians in the state of Michigan, one of the best comedians in our city, Darius Stowers. He has a podcast along with his guy D. They have an amazing podcast. I've been on there a few times. I talked with them a few times about things. So I want to give gratitude to them. Thank you. And it's only so many people I actually like sitting down and discussing topics with, because I can understand how my perspective can be very Kanye-esque to people sometimes.
I like Kanye.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But, I'm grateful for being here. Thank you for, sharing your space with me. I want to give a shout out to the DJ, Tony Banks. This is his space as well, the Caribbean Bite. The food is, I was very surprised how good the food was. I knew it was going to be good, but it made me like, you put your neck back when something like, oh shit. The food was delicious. Tony Banks is an amazing person. I sat and talked with him a few times. I plan on working with him with a bunch of different types and endeavors and stuff like that. I don't really do things just for myself. So it's ultimately for, the service of others, So I want to give gratitude to Tony Banks and open up the Caribbean Bite and the space for not just me, but all the artists that's been coming along here, you know what I mean? And everybody that's going to watch this and listen, I just want to give gratitude and thanks.
Yeah,
before
actually,
say
I
anything
don't
about
even
myself.
I don't say thank you enough. I can't express, like, I walked in just because I have so much restaurant experience, and this was just basically a gift for coming in and helping put this place on the map. So if you're looking for any podcasts or a restaurant job, please come our way. But he really is an amazing person, and I guess I don't thank him enough. I think I do every day by being here, but you do not find people like that often.
Yeah.
It's inspiring, actually.
You're a reflection of the people that's around you, you know? So, like, the thing that you heard all the time when you was a kid, like, when people would say, show me your 5 friends and I'll show you your future. It's a real thing, you know? So you're a reflection of everybody around you. You know, the simple fact that he was able to, you know, see things in you that he could see in himself and then put you into space and everything else. It just goes to show that, you know, you are kind of like we were discussing, you're worthy of that type of thing, you know what I mean? You're worthy of that love and that acceptance from others and stuff like that.
And so are you. I feel like everybody in this room really, really, if they knew who they were, they would realize they're worthy of all the things that they're going to be, especially already are doing and receiving. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I had a rough year. You said you had your Achilles and stuff.
I wouldn't necessarily say it was rough. It was very eventful, though.
It was an experience of a lifetime. Oh, my God.
Man, let me think. I had a lot of fun last year. I can say. I had a lot of fun, but I can't necessarily say anything about anybody else because I don't really give a fuck too. Mm-hmm. I would rather go based on like what my thought process was when certain things were a little, in other words, like tumultuous, I guess you'll say. I love that word, tumultuous. But I had the HaiCuu experience. I've been running that for,
which is beautiful, by the way. I don't know if people tell you that enough, but
I hear it.
It's beautiful. I felt like I was in the presence of God complex and good vibes when I walked in there, just so you know.
I mean, it probably felt that way because one thing, I was listening to T.D. Jakes a few months ago, and he said something I was like, it was the simplest thing, but it was one of the most powerful things I've heard in a very long time. And he was just discussing society and like how people's mindsets works and stuff like that. And he said, most people want to be God, and God just want to be a servant. You know, if you really want to be a God, find a way to be a servant to others and find a way to be a service to others. And when I created the HaiCuu experience, it came because when I first started making music, the sound of music that I primarily really like to make is I like making rock music, like alternative rock, indie rock, soul. Like I really like that. If I could sing, I'll make R&B. That's why I've been practicing with like different effects and auto-tunes and stuff like that. Like
anyone can sing. I would actually like to say that I think anyone with a voice can sing. All you gotta do is practice.
Yeah,
seriously.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
I would love to sit down and see if I can help you get to your voice. I'm sure you would kill it.
Yeah, I would love it. But that was what it was. Like I made the HaiCuu experience because I remember another shout out to somebody. Shout out to Teelan Avery, if you don't know who that is, from 616 Records. Teelan, my favorite thing I love saying, Teelan one of the people that saved my life. When I first started making music, like the moment I decided to like, I'm finna make music, Teelan got me a laptop. He made a microphone booth for me out of like he had a cubby, like a cubby thing, like the little cotton cubby things. He took it, he cut a hole in the bottom of it, he put the pads all in it, and he got a Blue Yeti microphone so he could stick it in the bottom of it for me and gave it to me to use, like record. And from there, only thing I had to do was just get a software that I wanted to use that I was comfortable using, so I bought Mixcraft. And on that laptop, the one thing people always say about me is like, man, Joe, you got all this music. And shout out to my guy, Kai. Kai said it. He said, we're sitting in my guy, Jamon basement. Shout out to Jamon, another artist. Both of them are artists. we're sitting in Jamon's basement, and Kai, nobody heard it because Kai loves like using like sly, dark humor. He said, man, he said, y'all ever go to somebody's house and, you know, they got this like bookshelf with all these marvelous books? And I was like, yeah. He was like, that's it. And just, and nobody caught it but me. And I just pointed at him like, you motherfucker. Like, I got you. I'll put some music out. You know, but when I first started making music and stuff, I didn't feel like it was received the way that I wanted it to be received publicly. But behind the scenes, I felt like people would show me a lot of love and admiration. And I've always found that funny, like that dynamic of not just like in the music scene, but like in society in general. And I'm not even just gonna say it's here, but like people have a weird thing of like not showing people love because I don't know why people feel like showing people love makes you look weak or something like that. But I didn't see it. So when I was with Teelan, the man that helped save my life and provided me with everything, I would live. Teelan, the first person I seen personally, because I wasn't making music or nothing when Lady Ace Boogie was on the scene and everything else. But I got to see the effects because she is another person that pushed me in this direction. I got to open up with her and just be a hype man with her when she opened up for Nas a few years ago at the Live Monroe Theater, just because of me showing love to people, you know, like.
Yeah, and
so
that's what you do. I'm not gonna lie.
It's what I
And-
don't
and
know
shout
how
out
not to do
her.
it.
Shout out to her. She's the first person who made me aware that my music and my time and my energy and being on stage is worth something. I was honored that she even reached out to me to do her birthday thing, and the first thing she said is, how much would it, and I was in my head, I'm like,
lady wanted
I'm
them.
like, wow. And then it put things into perspective. Like, I have a gift, and this is who I need to surround myself with, people like that who also know that they have a gift. And I don't want a lot out of it, but yeah, I'm pouring out my heart to these, cutting
talk.
up, and what real recognizes real, and that's why anytime I'm in your presence, is everything is so easy and simple, and I get it. Like I get you, and I get it, and the HaiCuu experience, it as a whole is one of the most, first of all, underrated. I don't know how more people don't know about it. It's a safe place for anyone to showcase their talent, show off their art, walk in and just be present and live in the moment and appreciate the smaller things in life, like the ability to create. So shout out to her though. She put a lot of things into perspective as well for me. So
She
it's
one of
that's
them
dope.
ones too.
I have yet to actually sit down and meet her because it got pushed to March, but I am really looking forward
Lady's
to
amazing, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm super.
No matter, and I love her so much because no matter what I do, how I did it, anything like that, she know me as a person. So like, she always rocks with me, like through my mistakes, through my successes, like.
Yeah, because we're allowed to make mistakes because we are human.
She's a true mentor. If you're an artist here in the city, another person that's a mentor to me, Speed, Guapped Up Speedy. It's so many people that like helped me along my way, like when I first started. But back to Teelan, of how I got it popping. Teelan with those shows, we performed every fucking week, once a week. I don't know nobody else that was doing what Teelan was doing when we were doing it. Like, Teelan was setting up shows every week. Teelan was starting a label. Like, what you see now with 616 Records, I was right there in the beginning and I watched Teelan. Teelan's the person that he did, in layman's terms, Teelan's the person that kicked me out of the group, but not because he didn't want me a part of it, but he understood that he seen what I was supposed to do before I was able to see it. And he told me, like, we sat down and he was just like, I'm not kicking you out and because I don't want you here, but I feel like it will be better if you do your own thing and we do this like this because it's going to create a bigger outreach and stuff like that. And your dynamic, you're too big to be like this.
He saw the leader already. He's seen it in you. He realized that he wouldn't have the energy that you require because you already have it. He could pour that into somebody who might actually need it because you got it. I mean, you really do.
He was amazing, like through my whole process. Like, Teelan helped me. So once from there, I moved from Teelan, and I was recording and making music and stuff like that. But I always liked poetry. I always was into poetry. And one of my favorite things that I watched growing up, outside of Def Comedy Jam, was Def Poetry. And I would watch Def Poetry with Mos Def all the time. Like, that was my shit. And when I got the chance, I remember I met Mo.
Motown?
Nah, Mo Cross.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, look, she the fucking GOAT, nigga. Mo taught me, when it come to this business shit, that, like, when y'all see me moving and shit like that, the business, like, how, like, I ain't, like, nobody got a shady story about business of me. Nobody got nothing. I learned how to conduct, like, and operate my business and shit through Mo. Mo taught me how to, like, Mo was the person that I watched. Like, she had a Squarespace, how to run the website, how to pay for the website. Mo the first independent person, like, that I seen not have a job, pay all her bills, pay her car note, pay her insurances, make sure everybody good. Like,
so hit up this Mo Cross if you need some.
Mo was the
guidance,
fucking.
yeah.
She helped put the battery in my back for this shit.
She's still here in Grand Rapids?
If you want to get your hair braided, she one of the coldest braiders in the city. Therapy. Look up Therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy by Mo Cross. Therapy. She's amazing. Tarot. If you need a tarot reading or something like that, like, Mo is just one of those people where it's like, she's a blessing to people. She's an angel. You know, like, she came into my life when I was trying to figure shit out, and she helped me. She taught me how to do it. Like, when I told her my vision, she led me to Asia. Anybody that know Venus Flytrap, I started with her. And her alchemy studio right over there that they finna, look, it was Mo and Asia. Mo taught me the business. Asia provided me the space. Asia was my original DJ at first. I was there. We was doing, and this was during the pandemic, we were doing we'll get 30 seats. This was my best friend was Sean. Sean, I haven't spoken to you in I don't know how long, but I just want you to know, no matter what, I will always love you. You will always be my brother. Never, ever forget that. Anybody that sees this video, share it and send this to him. I will always love you. You will always be my brother. I will never, ever have an ill feeling in my heart towards you because of everything I went through, no matter what we went through. I will always love you. It was me, Mo, and Sean and Asia during the pandemic. Sean, this when the Gillespie funeral was home, but we'll go to his grandfather's funeral home because they had extra seats. We'll get 30 chairs. We'll load them up in the back of Mo car. We'll pull up to the Alchemy studio. We'll set up. We'll have 30 seats. We'll sell 60.
See, and what's so beautiful is it touches me because there's so many, I've only been doing it for a year, but before that I had these friends that I wouldn't necessarily, it's like I don't maybe exist in their, realm anymore. But I know that they're tuning in and they probably think that maybe I'm upset with them for not coming to shows or something like that, but it's not. It really is all love. There are good people out there that don't have ill intention. You know what I mean? I could tell it was a soft spot. I'm assuming you guys don't talk as much anymore.
I ain't talk to my nigga Sean. Everybody I know, you couldn't see, like, kind of how I am with my best friend Brian, like how where I'm out, I typically have my best friend Brian with me. Me and Sean was like Goku and Vegeta, nigga. We was Naruto and Sasuke, and now we really Naruto and Sasuke, and he's Sasuke.
Sound like we need a reunion.
He's Sasuke, man.
Sound like we need a reunion with this Sean. I don't even know that, but it sounds like y'all really need to.
Sean is amazing, bro. Sean can sing. Sean's talented, man. Sean is. I will always love him. That's how I put it. He was instrumental, especially like with me creating music, like. So since I can't necessarily sing really well, Sean literally has the voice of a fucking angel. So when I would write my song, I would write songs and be like, all right, Sean, here, go sing. Here, I wrote, now go sing. Then
so you always been a collaborator. You always been.
I don't have a problem. I'm the person in the studio where if I'm in there and I'm saying something and somebody be like, hey, cuz, this gonna sound harder if you say this. Hold on, say that bar again. Say that just like that. Say less.
That's a real engineer. Because honestly, there are two types of engineers. They're the ones that are only doing it and they want their money real quick and your hour's done. All right, cool. Then it don't feel as real. Then there's authentic engineers who just love music, but we have to make a living.
I just want to make the best product.
And you're here to help, inspire. I would prefer that person who's like, if you tweak this just a little bit, I bet it sounds better. And I'm like, wow, you're heaven sent. That's how I feel.
It's a song that I got in my phone where there's a whole section of a verse. Sean freestyled that verse, and we were smoking freestyle. Like, that was our shit. We'll smoke, freestyle, record every day. every day, like, it was, we was one of them people, like, your mom mad that y'all in the house recording. Like, one of them.
Yeah.
Like, we was one of them people, like, we in the house, niggas lost their jobs. All right,
All
look.
right, let's go record.
All right, look, hold on.
Let's go.
We gonna have to leave in the morning real quick so we can look like we got jobs real quick. But we gonna keep this side door open. We gonna slide down in the basement because everybody knew I used to live on Francis. And that was the spot.
I grew up.
We finna slide down in the basement and we finna record. Since my mom go to work, cause she go to work in the morning, and then, you know, as long as we slide on out a little bit before she get back, we good.
It sounds like you need a good smoke and record like week session.
Something
That's my favorite. That's
something
that's
I
my
haven't
one of
done in
my.
a while. I haven't
shoot.
recorded like at the show. What show was it? When I was at the Rap Ave Part 3 with Teelan 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago when I was at Rap Ave Part 3, I was listening to, I think it was Sunny Ski who said it.
Go Sunny.
It was either, man, top 3 easy. I don't care what nobody says. Stop
playing. Stop playing with that man. Hold on.
Stop disrespecting Sunny Ski.
Give that man his flowers. What do you say every time you get on stage?
Disrespecting Sunny
He
Ski.
say,
I'm not saying
when I
fuck
say
Sunny
fuck,
Ski.
you say
no. No, ain't no
That's
fuck
his
Sunny
thing.
Ski around here, nigga.
He really
it ain't no fuck
is.
Sunny Ski.
Anyone who
It's
knows
up
me-
Sunny Ski.
Yeah, anybody who knows me knows Still on 28th is one of my favorite songs because when you're riding on 28th Street and you play that song, you just get in this like, oh.
Go listen to Ski
nice.
album.
Seriously.
Ski literally has a classic. Ski top to bottom. I don't care what nobody
Every
says, bro. Ski is incredible. Ski, ever since I met Ski, the first time I seen Ski perform was at Garfield Park. He was on the stage, and when I seen Ski, I knew Ski was a star. I told Ski that day, I said, you're gonna be on stages like this for Rolling Loud, for Lollapalooza, for everything, bro. Like, you
I would like
are
to point out,
incredible.
so are you. Y'all both are. Y'all might share the stage one day and be
I share-
without even knowing that you guys are both in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. So I heard about Sunny Ski. I just got in the music again. The way I got kind of thrown into people with the music side, I heard the. Did you guys hear about the white boy who crowd surfed at my place and won the?
I was there
I said
on stage.
I said,
and I called him on the phone. He wasn't. I called Ski on the phone that
What?
week. Behind the scenes story. That week, who was I in the car with? I was with my girl. We was in the car. We rode to the park. Boom. I just seen that Ski lost that week. And shout out
unreal.
shout out to my dog SSL Zebo. Zebo's
Yes.
a dog. I ain't gonna perp. Zebo was getting it crump from the Ski. He was coming from the Ski to my place.
Shout out to
Ski
Zebo.
was going nuts. I ain't gonna perp.
Zebo is the first person after I did that. We were all in the same room competing at the Cassidy thing, and he like messaged me on Facebook and gave me my flowers, and also told me
Bruh.
that he saw it right away. He gave me the opportunity to perform at Holland, and I would say that was the first artist. You know, I didn't know many artists yet that had reached out, and it was like, wow. And I'm looking at his work like, you like my music, and I felt so warm inside. I'm like, that's really dope. So shout out,
Yeah.
that's good people.
Shout out Zebo. But
Congratulations on your beautiful family, the whole nine.
oh yeah,
man.
you Zebo.
Good people, good
Zebo.
people.
But so look, that week, Ski lost 2 or 3 weeks in a row or something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
I looked and I was like,
Me too.
it should be a little closer than this, right? Cause I'm watching him perform. I'm like, so I'm
Like,
listening, and then I
yeah.
heard the story from somebody like, man, Ski talking about he ain't finna go this week. I said, Ski not finna fucking, why? I was like, you know what? I know the problem Ski's probably having. Ski's up there rapping, and the reality is, Ski's really a better rapper than most niggas, but since Ski is not black, and I'll be the first person to say it,
It's true.
since Ski is not black, niggas be trying to fucking put Ski in this, like, they be trying to
bubble.
put these weird requirements and this bubble for Ski.
Like he can't
so
be who he is.
I sat there and I called Ski on the phone. I said, Ski, you ain't performing on, what's going on? He said, man, bro, I think I'm gonna take a week off, bro. Like, that last week kind of took a lot out of me, blah blah blah. Which I understood though, cause it's like shit. That week I feel like I should have won. So I told Ski on the phone. I said, Ski, I'm gonna come perform this week, right? And when I perform this week, you're gonna win this week. Man, what? I knew Ski was finna go perform and go off. When that man went and looked and then leaned into the crowd, put his hands up, and
Wait.
fell back into the crowd.
He didn't
I
get that win.
I was on the stage. Oh my God!
I heard about it the next day. Let me tell you. So we also competed together. This is when I looked at myself, and I think he did the same. I said, I am not meant to be out here competing. Why am I competing? It didn't make sense. It makes sense now. In Muskegon, he didn't crowd surf, but what he did was, because I almost got hit, because apparently everybody else saw it, but I'd be mesmerized by his lyrics. He did this. I have a Snapchat video, and he went like this, and he hopped the fence, and still didn't win. And I'm thinking in my head, and I brought dancers from Detroit and didn't even make the top 3. I said, "Yep, I'm done competing." And then when he didn't, at the very least, take that win, I said, "Yep, I'm really done competing now," because there was no way.
I'm gonna say
without
one of my
a doubt,
opinions where I feel like Ski should have won. But
numerous times,
if you,
he's
there
so
was
cold.
there was one night where I feel like Ski should have won too, and I'll say my opinion on that. But there was one night where I was like, the person I think we're here for was interested in Ski, but I didn't think.
That's because
I didn't even think I won over Ski that.
I honestly, there are some people who are just not meant to compete. You don't got you're not in competition. You're in your own realm. And honestly, I'm so happy that he's not, because he is going to be on stages like Rolling Loud. And he's going to get his flowers. Him and John, I want to see him and John Latch freestyle against each other, because that would be nothing but
That'd be
love. First of all, because they're both very, very good people. And secondly, and no, it's not because they're white. It's because they're probably the best freestylers. And I say that I think they're the best freestylers in the city. Genuinely.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that shit.
I can't freestyle.
I can freestyle, but Ski, fuck that. I ain't doing that. That's for you. Up Sunday
certain
Ski.
people. It's certain people you just nah. I'll take that L. You go crazy. Just I want to listen to you, because he really is. He's the GOAT with that stuff.
Ski is amazing.
Yeah.
But Ski is amazing. Who else is amazing? Everybody. I love Huff too. Oh my gosh, I love Huff. Huff is another person I remember talking to Huff when the ambiance was open. I remember watching Huff perform like for the first time for real, and that's when I realized like, oh nah, like Huff is really, 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 really good.
He's a man.
It's not even just about the lyrics though. No, Huff is. Let me tell you when I met Huff.
Well.
I met Huff when I used to, right before I moved to Mississippi. I met Huff. He was that Pregis? Is it Pregis or whatever it is over there on Division? Huff was in there, and I used to just be the janitor nigga. Huff over there making his paper. I'm the janitor nigga. I met Huff. I used to go help him get his, I was the person that bring the mop buckets and shit over there. So like I'll fill the mop buckets up. His mop bucket dirty. I'll take the mop bucket, but I will watch Huff getting his paper and shit like that. That's when I met Huff in there, and then I seen Huff playing basketball and stuff like that. He's a fucking tremendous athlete too. Like I watched him play football, like flag and shit. Like Huff is an athlete. He raps. He one of them people like he really a jack of all trades, and he's an amazing father.
And so with Huff, we are cousins, and we would just see each other in cross. I didn't get to be with my dad's side of the family often, but when I did, so we would be at my Aunt Pumpkin's house. Our family reunions are very lit, and I remember a couple years ago, in the very hot auditorium at one of our family reunions, we had a little singing thing, and that was the first time I think I'd never dropped a song yet, but he is the one who told me that I needed to try to write a song, because I did a video on my Facebook story of me singing Lost Boy, and that was the inspiration I needed. And and I don't think he even knew that I was very talented. I've been telling people about his music from the beginning, and then we just kept running into each other at like places like the Hookah Lounge. And this is when I was just a promoter around the city. I started at Easttown. I miss it so much, man. Gina, she was an inspiring female business leader. I remember one time in line I had told I told her, I said, stop letting these guys tell you to go get your husband. This is your facility. And 'cause he wasn't even there. And she gave me the first opportunity to like promote for anywhere. So then I got to see him live. And again, this is all before I'm doing music. So to be in the same like industry now, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting, cousin. I bet. But it just never connects. I've been in the studio a few times, or he'll invite me, but I have to work and stuff. So I appreciate him. And I know the second we do actually come together and create something, it will be a lot more meaningful than anything I've ever created, because he is my biggest inspiration in Grand Rapids as an actual family member. And secondly, just, I mean, I didn't realize my family is so talented and gifted too, because all of my cousins can sing. My brother, he likes to rap, and if they could like just sit and listen to me, they don't be thinking I'd be telling them the truth. I told them I would record them for free and everything. One day I just want us all to, including Huff, like all be in the studio and just see what we can come up with as a family, like an actual family of cousins. And our Uncle Tommy was a producer for Raven Simone. He's like 70
That's
now,
Breeze.
though, in stage 4 cancer. So,
That's Breeze.
but like literally, it's like a family full of just good singers. My grandma used to say, I think you guys are related to Bob Marley. I don't know if that's true or not. But either way, I just know we're like gifted, and Huff really was like the catalyst for and all of us following in his footsteps. So
Shit, Huff Catalyst, from what I hear, I guess his
dad.
dad was from
my
they
dad
say
tells
Huff
me
good,
stories.
His dad was even, I'm like, if his dad was better than him, then who the fuck was his mentor?
I wasn't alive at that time, but my dad, so his like those people are their first cousins and stuff. So I wasn't around, but my dad, he loves telling me stories about that. And you know, he doesn't really come to shows, but I don't think I know that Huff doesn't know how many of us back back home, they might not be at the shows, but we be sitting down and we be talking about them and how proud we are and stuff. So
Yeah, Huff is incredible.
You're awesome. We love you.
There's a lot of people I've seen, you know.
But I barely got even into the questions yet because we didn't talk our ears out.
Let's get some questions.
So, do you have any future HaiCuu experiences coming up that we can be looking forward to?
So currently, right now, I hate using the word crossroads. I am at an intersection right now where my lane tells me I can go straight, left, or right. You know,
Not backwards ever.
I don't believe that. Where I was talking to my partner. Can you step in the camera real quick? I want to show people one of the most incredible people in my life too. My best friend. Hey, I want to show people. Yeah, hold on. I want to show people some of the most incredible people in my life. My best friend Brian Anderson. This is the person that we're discussing. You know, we're trying to figure out exactly what day we want to do the HaiCuu experience. If we want to do the HaiCuu experience exactly, or you know, something new, you know, something like that. We're trying to figure that out. We don't have an exact day. We debating if we want to go in February, or just go drop our dicks off in March.
Heavily looking towards March.
You know, March my birthday month anyway too. My birthday.
That'd be perfect.
That's what I'm thinking, like my birthday. But I still want to. I feel like I still want to do something for the community this month. You know. So once we figure that part out,
he definitely is.
And it might be like the thing we were discussing. I don't know if anybody, you know. Well, I'm not even gonna say I don't know if anybody motherfuckers on me. We was thinking about throwing the fucking coolest kickback ever, nigga. We that's our discussion right now.
Definitely having some people come out and you know really just signify the fun part and the personality that is imbued in HaiCuu, and just you know, when we're doing the HaiCuu, we're more focused on keeping the crowd focused and, you know, all the showrunner shit that, you know, you usually will be busy with. But just to have a HaiCuu presented kickback, something that you're just coming to kick it and chill. You know, you don't have to focus too much on one thing. I feel like that'd be really, you feel me? Or something like that as well. You feel me? And we're looking forward to aligning ourselves with you guys very, very soon. But as far as, like, the Cuu back, that'd be... I really think that'd be dope.
The Cuu back.
That's what I was talking about
The
earlier.
Cuu back.
That's nice.
So, I mean, shit, y'all heard the corporate operating officer, man. He is. Oh, I got you, brother. Trust me, I show love to everybody. I don't got time to not show no love. But that's our plan right now as far as the HaiCuu experience. As far as we're either gonna, and it's a leap year. So one of the things I was looking at is a leap year. I might go on the 29th, but then I'm like, man, niggas pay bills. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you got to make an executive decision. Like, do you want to get a ticket, or do you pay your bills?
Oh, me, because that $10, $20 looking real heavy towards the end of the month.
You know what I mean? You done got groceries. I done got 6 items of groceries and spent $40 the other day. I did not like that.
Fuck
So,
inflation.
I think about that too with people. We're trying to pick a spot. I'm not trying to pick a spot to where I step on nobody's toes. Just out of the respect. But that's the intention for the HaiCuu experience, as far as I know. And I guess the name from my COO, y'all heard it. Hers is gonna be the Cuu back. So the next thing we're gonna do
officially.
So the next thing we doing is the Cuu back, the Cuu back officially. That would be essentially it'll be the greatest kickback that you ever been involved in. Once we get the details on that and the exact date, we'll provide that with y'all. We also plan on starting a book club. We're gonna start a book club where. And I'll grab the book real quick. One of the first books we're gonna use real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and grab that. We not stepping in the realm of fiction or anything like that. We realize that a lot of people around us and people like us need a little guidance. And with a book club and the things that we'll be reading, we'll all be getting that together. So, don't step into whatever facility that we have this in and think, we coaches, like y'all said, we just catalysts for people who want to do better and creating a space to where you can get that mental fortitude to do so. And realize that the hardest part about all of the troubles that you have right now is that you're in your own way. Essentially, most of the things that you need to do are very simple. You know what you need to do, and 9 times out of 10, and the questions you have the answer for. But we want to just present and not teach. And well, of course, there's going to be some teaching, but I don't want it to make it seem like that we know more than other. But we just want to share the devices that we integrated in our everyday life that helps us with y'all. And you never know what that could do with you. For 2 out of the 10 people, if that's how many people there, may have really needed that or heard something, or just anything in that setting could have resonated with something that you've been thinking about. Or sleeping on for forever, or just recently. We just want to be able to help people in any way, shape, or form. And I mean, that's how the HaiCuu started. If you notice, our lineup for the HaiCuu is usually people you don't hear too much about. And honestly, that's why I want to do a lot more things with a lot of other people facilitating things, because those people who aren't getting any eyes on them at all, a lot of them deserve that. And you got a lot of gatekeepers here and people who can find resources to a certain demographic of people, and that shit trash. I mean, let's keep it 100. That shit trash is corny as hell. And I mean, a lot of the people that you don't pay attention to is more talented in a lot of ways. And that's me, getting a little bit passive aggressive. Because it again, it's corny. These people deserve it just like y'all. And then, like Queenie was talking about, all of us just working together as a family. That way, you niggas can stop copying Detroit and let's be Grand Rapids.
We can beat Grand Rapids and actually be pretty good because we got a lot of talent here. The book that we will be reading first, that me and Brian decided to discuss and say, I think it's a book that I've been wanting to read. I was looking for this book online, and I couldn't find a copy of it that I wanted exactly, at least on my site. I found another version of it, but this is the book that we'll be reading in the book club once we get it started. It's called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey, Powerful Lessons in Personal Change. So this will be the first book that we discuss in our book club. That's the next endeavor, too, that we plan on doing in February outside of the Cuu back. But
I actually have, I ain't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But I actually have the second book, and once we get this up and running already, it's like we said earlier, it's mindset based. So it's
don't tell them the book though.
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not at all. But it's mindset based, and it really, I'm a big fan of the way the brain works and how the subconscious things that we do and think affect us and how it affects us in much more esoteric ways than people know. Like, you know, for instance, if you're familiar with what a placebo is, you know, a lot of the things that go on with us where we just setting placebos on ourselves, and the effects that they have are very real. But, you know, this book will teach you how to use things like that to your advantage and hopefully create a long-lasting understanding of yourself as an individual and as a conglomerate of the human race, that you have more power within yourself than you think. And it'd be dope to just see a lot of people break out of that powerless shell, you know? A lot of you niggas got limiters on yourselves. Don't even know it.
Don't put a cap on yourself, man. Only time you put a cap on yourself is when you graduate.
No,
Even-
and even then,
and
look,
even then you
bitch
throw that
off right at
bitch.
the end of the ceremony.
High as you can.
Put on your cap when you do graduate.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I like that.
For real, don't put a cap on yourself. The only time you supposed to do that when you graduate, and even then you supposed to throw that bitch off your head.
Hey,
As high as you can.
If I could do graduation over on my cap, you know how they be decorating the top of it? I put like, this bitch coming off anyway.
Oh, definitely. But let me see. Far as the things we doing coming up, that is we got the HaiCuu experience we planning out. We don't have an exact date, but when I do have it, I ain't gonna perp. The coldest motherfuckers I've seen musically, I seen them last weekend at Teelan Show. I'm bringing Kalamazoo to Grand Rapids.
Shout out to the Kalamazoo
I'm
boys,
not gonna
man.
lie.
I just peeped
Shout-
some of y'all work when I stepped in here
Oh,
today.
I've been
Y'all-
showing niggas Santino Jones, Headband, Henny, Helix, Kai with a K, because they got the Kai, we got a Kai. Bro, Kalamazoo has some of the greatest artists I've seen in a very, very, very long time. They will be a part of the HaiCuu experience when we put that together. They will
absolutely.
be.
That's a must.
I got some poets that I've been meeting, some amazing poets.
Y'all like how we just be bringing the sleepers out?
Bro.
Like, and it's crazy because a lot of them ain't even slept on. They just slept on here, where they came from.
Yeah. You know, so we plan on doing a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff that we plan on doing, not even most, everything that we plan on doing is always for the community. If you really want to be a God, find a way to be a servant. God don't want to be a God. God want to be a servant. So if you want to really be a God, find a way to be a service to others. And that's all we want to do. We just want to service others, find a way, the best way to help uplift our community and continue to push people to become better and be unique to themselves. Your story is important, not because somebody else told it, because you told it. It doesn't matter how many times somebody tells the same story. It's unique because it came out of your mouth and your lips. Your expression in your art, your music. It's unique because you made it. You know what I mean? So we like, with the HaiCuu and anything I do, whether it's the HaiCuu, another thing, a lot of people been talking to me about, a big thing that you like, the Cuu section. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's another thing we've been thinking about bringing back,
If you was
too.
there, you know I was a host, and I couldn't contain myself up there as a host. Because when some shit hot, and when some shit hot, pause, when some shit hard, I just can't help my, you know that face you hit when you hear some crazy shit or see a icy ass dance when you like, that was me the whole time.
You know, we've been thinking about that. I would love to have my dog Michaela K. Ari. If y'all know who K is,
Shout out to Real Snow Bunny Driller.
come on, hold on.
Just dropped the tape.
Hold on, plug the tape for her. Hold on, man.
World champ.
World champ, bro.
You
Hold
feel
on.
me?
World champ.
I think it's been dropped. When did I go?
Let's see.
It's been out since I forget the drop date, but it's been out for about 2-3 weeks now.
I ain't guessing shit. I'm on her page.
just snap.
Fuck that. I don't guess.
I had the luxury of going out to Detroit with her. We took a little trip. I hate using the word trip for like places that's in the state, but we took a little trip to Detroit and we recorded one of her songs there.
Oh, we got the
I
date.
like the people she got out there, and they real supportive. Shout out.
Hold on, y'all. I don't play that shit. I show love.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Get the visuals.
World champ. My dog. Okay, let me turn my brightness up, man. Hold on.
Yeah, they should.
World champ. My dog Kayla. She just dropped the tape. I really. She was supposed to record. She was supposed to come. Man, Greece though.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I met Kayla as a poet. And she's an
I
incredible,
still got that video.
bro. She's
I
an
think.
incredible writer. She's an incredible person. We love Kayla. She was another person I plan on having her upon the HaiCuu. We plan on having her soon too.
Absolutely.
You know, we just want to continue providing services and spaces for people to, you know, grow and evolve and actually be themselves and be unique, you know. So that's our plans, you know what I mean? Some of the people we've been talking about, you know, bringing on, she's one of them. You know what I mean? We got Santino Jones, we got Headband Henny, clearly myself, clearly Sonny Ski.
Shout out, Sonny.
So many other people.
I don't know if you can hear me back there giving you your flowers, but shout out, Mr. Ski.
You know what I mean? Like, we just want to keep trying to be a service to others. That's all we want to do is keep helping lift the community.
Dead ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I can't like pinpoint an actual passion that I have other than helping people. Yeah. So like when we say like this shit all for y'all, literally. I mean, of course it's for us too, cause you gotta want something yourself to really complete it or get somewhere with it. But the catalyst for our wants and this being for us is the necessity of really putting that spotlight out on the people that don't get any recognition at all. So this is truly for y'all. If you've ever been to any one of our shows, you hear me in the back, hey y'all, simmer down, be quiet.
Shut your ass up.
These people out here is like, you know, you getting a window into the house of soul that is them. Like
so shut your bitch ass
there's no
up.
other disrespect than just negligence in the space of someone being so transparent. So we serious when we say it. You hear me? And we really mean it when we say like this is for y'all. We take every one of our supporters into mind when we're making certain decisions. And you know, I really look forward to helping a lot of y'all. We look forward to helping a lot of y'all. And come fuck with us.
Come fuck with us. Are there any? Well, plug yourself real quick. Tell people where they can find you out exactly.
My name Brian Anderson. I'm not too big on socials, but on Facebook you can find me, Brian Anderson. Straight cut on Instagram is verse6.4, and on Twitter it's HL4L.
I'll look for you.
And yeah, cause I just changed it, so I don't remember how I set it up.
I told you, bro. I don't guess. Not when I'm showing love. Fuck that. We ain't guessing shit.
No, I wasn't gonna stay guessing. I thought I might have remembered it.
You might have, but I'm finna look it up right now.
Not you finna tweet the queen.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I was finna grease out, but I had to stop. I was looking at that Nicki Minaj and Meg shit. I was like, man, look. Nicki dropped a whack ass diss, but I think she baiting.
It's
She's baiting,
HLXCB
bro.
at HLXCB.
Yeah.
Shout out my fallen soldiers.
Oh, well, you got it. Well, yeah, this is my CEO. This is my partner. This is my best friend, Brian. Yeah, that's what we got for the HaiCuu.
Hopefully soon I'll be presenting some music for y'all.
Yeah, I've been on his ass.
bullshitting.
I've been on his ass. He's been on my ass like everybody else. We've been on each other's ass, you know.
Oh, best believe, but when a nigga like me drop motherfuckers here, you feel
Nah,
me? Whether it's a
Brian-
freestyle or what? You feel me?
Brian's incredible, man.
I miss walking into F&E and motherfuckers like, oh yeah, that's you so dope. I'd be like, oh.
I remember when you came up with the freestyle, and I was like, "Cuz, do this, and you'll have 10K by the end." And it didn't happen though. Well, he got 10K in like 4 days though.
No, less.
It was 3.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Was
Like,
it 3?
You know a nigga.
No,
crack for
it was
real.
2. Cause it was like 5.7 the first day.
Yeah.
And then the next day we got to like 8. We was like, yo, we gotta push this bitch.
Share that bitch on everything. But I see. But the thing is, like, this is where I need to stop bullshitting because I hadn't had a reason really to get it out there like that. I just like, you know, sharing my shit. And I've come to a place with myself and the interest I have in music with the fact that I don't have to be no big rapper or somebody you see on your TV screen for real, because there's an audience out there for everybody. That's true. Why can't I just make this shit and do the shit that I enjoy while the people who do tune in? You feel me? And then let's just be honest. Whether you listen or not, a nigga hard.
Can't fuck with me.
That's a fact.
Say it again.
A nigga hard. Wait, no, not right now.
But this is my partner Brian, aka Verse Anderson. I just have to anything about the HaiCuu. If you got any questions about the HaiCuu, don't ever just ask me anymore. That was the thing we talked about this morning. I said anything I do with the HaiCuu, when you see Cuu, you see V. You know what I mean? So this is my partner. This is my best friend. We plan on bringing a lot of things to the community in the future, but it starts right here. And most of it, every idea that I have, I wake up and I hit my friend.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? We discuss things and we get it done. So I just wanted to make sure I show everybody that too. I wanted people to know that when these things are being put together now, you don't have to just think about hitting me. Some of you guys know Brian, are more comfortable speaking to Brian. You can go speak to Brian, and Brian, we will always sit down and discuss the reality of you being a part of the situation with us. So I just wanted to bring him on the camera and put light on him and show him gratitude and show people that the thing that we're doing is for y'all and who's behind the scenes. Like y'all see my face all the time. Y'all don't know that everything over the past shit for the past what I can years? Yeah, I'm about to say past 2 years, everything that I've been putting together and shit like that, this been the person. I ain't been doing all this shit by myself. I'll come and curate the shit, but like the person that helps me handle the capacity of the things that I can do and why it looks so easy.
That's just honestly, it wasn't coming from me wanting to, not that I wouldn't want to, but like it was more so me and my brother occupying the same space and me watching him lay the foundation out for his dream as a real nigga, like an actual real one, like in every intent and purpose of the word. As a real nigga, I'm not finna sit there and let my man's make his dream come alive alone. Shit, that's just gonna make the road longer. Like I'm gonna do whatever I can. So if it came to helping, cleaning after shows, and mind you, nobody asking me to do none of this shit. You don't need to ask me to do.
Never have to
do anything. If it's in my head, I know I can take it upon myself to do so for the betterment of whatever we're doing. I'm finna do that because you're my mans. I wanna see you happy. Like we literally have a video of us at the second or third HaiCuu sharing a moment like that because it's really like that. Like I'm here to help, and it doesn't matter if I reap any type of benefits from it. Like, that's my job. You my mans. Yeah. You my brother.
I ain't crying on camera. I almost did just now, but I'm not gonna do it.
He ain't gonna do it because I'm gonna call him a bitch, and I don't believe that he actually a bitch.
I ain't gonna let it drop though.
This my mans, man, and nothing make me happier than seeing the people that I love like actually curate some shit for themselves. And just put that best foot forward, whether that bitch is in a motherfucking Sketcher or Vapor Max. You put that best foot forward and at least try. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I watched him do, but I wasn't just finna watch. I got a responsibility as a brother. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna continue that way. I didn't think, I was gonna be part B or the second half to whatever it was he was creating, but I'm more than happy to do so. No, high water or hell, I'm here for it. Nigga, we gonna die and crash on this boat together if we got to.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. So yeah, this is my partner Brian. I just want to let everybody know this is Brian. If you're watching this at home, go ahead and give a round of applause to my man's Brian right now. We got a few people here.
Shout out to Queenie.
Yeah, shout out to Queenie.
First and foremost.
Let's get her back on here real quick before I gotta go to class. I'm already
come brother your podcast.
I'm a couple minutes late,
nice
but I got a little 5 minutes in me real quick. I got another 5-10 in me real quick before I gotta get up out of here. Talk to me, Queenie.
That was beautiful. First of all, that's a real friend and a business partner. I'm sure he keeps you in check with the business side and the friend side. You really need that. Yeah, I mean, I really don't even have anything else to ask except where can people find your music as well?
So if you want to hear anything that I got, you can just go on YouTube and type my name. I got one thing. I'm one of those people that, and I'm getting past it now. I'm one of those people that I have. Shit, let me ask y'all. I can comfortably say I have over 200 songs sitting in my phone. Oh, yeah. Like I have over two, and I will say, and I ask y'all, 60% are grease.
Oh,
60% of them are good, right? I can say. Yeah, I'm about to say, or I will say half of them. Out of 200, 100 of those songs are like, oh no, these songs are good.
They're probably all grease. actually.
So I gotta. So right now I'm working on a tape right now, and it's called Revenge. I plan on having that finished by March. It will not. It's not a rap album. I rap on there because I can do it spectacularly well. But like I said, I like making different music, and the music that I grew up listening to, and I like alternative rock. I grew up listening to Linkin Park, Fort Minor, Uncle Murray. Like I was playing ATV motocross. Like nigga, I was playing SmackDown versus Raw. Nigga, like
I used to play that game.
you feel me? Like I was listening to the rock songs, like
Can you
all types of shit. Go
can
ahead,
you
go ahead.
smell
You feel me? Like
what the my favorite was Carlito though.
I spit in the face.
Of people who don't like to be cool. I remember the episode actually that Carlito got. I know now that it was obviously scripted. I didn't know back then. I was like, oh my God, they just grabbed somebody out of the crowd. The episode that Carlito became a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, who wants to take on, I think it was like The Undertaker. So it was a huge wrestler. And they had pointed at some skinny guy and he was like, no. And then Carlito just came out the cut. And
I spit in the face.
all of a sudden he was a wrestler. But little me was like, what? We need to go watch this live.
I went live.
And I'd be going,
You ever live?
To show me.
Look, that's a different
Man.
conversation. Look,
Sound like we need to take a trip with a bunch of people to the WWE.
it's one of the best experiences you'll have in your life. I ain't gonna pray. Watching wrestling live is different.
Yeah, because now that I know that it's acting, they're good.
Bro, this shit
They are
grease.
good.
This shit grease. Like I fucks with wrestling, but far as music, I plan on.
my bad.
I am putting. You ain't gotta apologize. We both got off track. You know what I mean?
I wanted to be a WWE diva. Like every year, my status pop up with, "What did you? If you have one thing, I actually tried out. And all you got to do to become a WWE person is you put all your handles in, and then like how many followers you have. But you have to have a bunch of workout videos on it.
You got to be grease, basically.
I don't work out, so yeah. Anyway, back to the music.
Yeah, I will be putting out a tape in March called Revenge. That's I mean, I will be taking February to do some stuff for the community, different activity, different things. If we do the HaiCuu next month, we do it. But if not, it will be here in March. But my main thing right now that I want to do, I want to make sure I create this music and actually put it out this year. It will be called Revenge. It will be out in March. That would be my first real body of work and real songs that I actually put out. If you want to hear anything that I do have, I got a few songs that I made back in like 2019 on SoundCloud. You can just look up my name, Cuu Josama. The only person with the name. You can look there. You can go on YouTube. You type my name, put Applying Pressure. I did remix a J. Cole thing way back in the day, where I greased out on it. And
So this is gonna be your first official.
yeah, like
Let me know if I can help you. Will you do your own graphic design?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I'm
love
always,
creating.
like I said earlier, I'm always open to like see what people can do. Shit, my graphic designer that I've been trying to get on with my team is right here. Shit, he one of the coldest motherfuckers I know. I'll come in the camera one more time.
Most people don't know. I create all
And
of
my producer right now that I got
create
helping
all my
produce
own
my
album
album right here.
covers.
Let me show y'all my two people real quick. So this
You gotta come over.
yeah, come right here. So this is Eric. I know you tired, bro. I just want people to know this is one person that
just
graphic
hide.
designs. He's not one of the people. He right now we still working on everything and building like how we want to do everything. But this is one of the greatest graphic designers that I know. He's one of the best graphic designers in the city, one of the best artists in the city. Like just period with a pencil, a pen, digital software. Eric really is very talented. This right here is my brother Isaac. My brother Isaac is a producer. He also writes and he makes music himself. But he's been helping me in a lot of different ways. Some of my best songs that I never released, he made the beats. You know what I mean? And right now we've been like when I've been around him and stuff like that, we've been working on stuff and he's been making some really amazing beats. And he's been helping me a lot too. So this is a producer that's been working with me. His name is Isaac. This right here is my guy Eric. Two more people that help me be who I am.
So can like other artists book you for engineer? Like you engineer, right?
I mean, I know how, but
Oh,
he
you
does.
do.
Yeah,
You
he's
do.
the one that
Okay. I'm gonna
engineers.
be tapping
If
in
you
with
want me to
ya.
come to the studio, people call me. I go to the studio all the time with like help people with different stuff. Like I'm typically a person like I'm really good at coming up with hooks, like hooks and choruses and shit. Like so it'd be like.
You guys need to talk to Tony. He's got a studio in Jenison that he can't use right now.
That's funny.
We'll
He has
talk.
no views. He doesn't have anyone to be in there.
What?
We'll talk.
serious?
I will say
See,
talk
look,
to
now
him.
you got these niggas excited. Stop.
That's what part of the plan is to like build that. But I'm here right now.
That's my
Like,
hometown.
well,
But
look at God.
you know,
Look at God.
that's the music.
Just sitting here, just like have a temple that you just like you're not really connected to anything else because I have different experience than you would have, and just be able to isolate in that way.
Oh, it's nothing like sitting in the studio by yourself. I ain't gonna lie. I love that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
And then with people, just like you're in a different location, you're not home.
Jenison. That EDM's gonna come out of me.
That's true. You know, but
Mm,
that's
yeah.
all.
We'll
That's all I really have.
we'll talk to him about
As far as music being provided. Thank you, Eric and
Yeah.
Isaac. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, that's music. Far as everything else, if you want to really know something, as I said before, you can contact me. You can contact Brian. I'm pretty sure the next question would be where can people just find you at? On Instagram, I am Josama, as in @ JOSAMA. Anybody that needs the military alphabet, June, Oscar, Sierra, Alpha, Makarov,
What the heck?
What's
wrong with the
Makarov,
military?
and Alpha.
Beautiful.
You know,
Well, I'm actually
double
super,
underscore. But once you type it in, you'll see me. That's it.
period. And I'm actually really happy that you came and you did this. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys hopefully frequently in here
Oh,
and
yes, yes.
even utilizing this space because I could sit here and listen to you two. That was
Me and Brian.
that was golden.
We'll talk about it more.
Yeah,
You know, we'll
little
sit
TED
down.
Talk.
Yeah, you know. So, and then before I also leave, I do want to say I appreciate you, Queenie, for reaching out and asking me if I wanted to come and even be a part of this space and discuss anything that I want to discuss and talk about the haiku and talk about what my future is with music and the things that I want to do with the community. So I just want to give a huge shout out to you because it's a thing where people don't do it enough. You know what I mean? There's these environments and stuff like that. People have them, but when you do it for a certain reason in your heart that's not pure, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how good you are of a person, how good you are at your craft. Essences of that dust of your spirit will, what's the word I want to use? Speckle. Essence of that dust of your spirit will speckle upon your light. So
It's my pleasure, really, and thank you for that. Thank you for shouting
you
me
the
out.
shit.
Thank you for having me on the haiku that one time. I've been waiting. Now I'm just
No, I ain't
waiting
gonna
patiently.
I got it. I ain't. So that last haiku, it was some mic issues and some sound shit.
All I got was good vibes.
Everybody
so-
liked it and shit. Everybody like, man, it was good. Blah 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 blah. But I got a standard.
You felt like you didn't fulfill what you can. But this next one, it sounds like it's gonna be
This
great.
next one. Oh man, I ain't
The
gonna
cool
lie.
kickback.
The cool back and the haiku.
Cool
The
back,
cool
yeah.
back gonna be different though. Cool back is just gonna be a kickback. We gonna
Oh.
kick it and we gonna chill. The next haiku, I'm gonna show y'all that y'all don't fuck with me and y'all can't fuck with me. And then when I drop my album, I'm gonna show that y'all can't fuck with me and never have been able to. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, humbly speaking.
I look forward to because that's the kind of mode I'm in right now. You feel me? So,
But
man,
I'm Kanye West here. Y'all can't fuck with me. None of y'all can fuck with me from curating the events, putting this shit together, showing love to people because everything I do it genuinely. You know what I mean? So I'm the best at what I do because I always knew I was gonna be the best at what I do in my mind, and I can always seen it. So the more I envision it and the closer I become to it, the more I realize that I'm just doing the thing that God put me here to do. So these next few months, if you're thinking you're competing with me, you might as well get that shit out your head.
it's a competition with yourself when you know that you're not competing with anybody.
No, I ain't gonna lie. It can be a competition with I'm yourself. I'm you.
It's a man.
I'm a reflection of you.
It is a
and if
man.
you think you can beat yourself, you got another thing fucking coming. So,
Speaking of competitions, we got a spades tournament this Friday.
yeah.
That's a friendly competition.
Nah, ain't nothing friendly. I'm leaving. I love everybody.
Look, I'm too nice.
Thank you for tuning in to the Caribbean Bite. I am Josama, Cuu Josama, the Dalai Lama. This is the amazing Queenie. And, you know, that's it. That's all I got, y'all. P.
Yeah, it's not like, ooh, it's a lot of good stuff on the way. I'm excited. I love how you just ended it. So you compete with yourself. Talk that.
You can compete with yourself. If you can see me as your competition, you can see me as you. But if you think you finna beat yourself, you got another thing coming.
That's actually a really